Hello yet again, furries and non-furries alike. This is Sydney. Welcome to my haul for November of 2025. I'm going to get started with some Yin Press releases. First of all, I've got Toge Oni, Volume 7. I've got The Summer Hikaru Died, Volume 6. Next up, we've got Nights with a Cat, Volume 6. Then we've got Nina the Starry Bride, Volume 12. I don't know if I should be flipping through all of these. That's going to be a long process. Next up, we got Rent a Girlfriend, Volume 33. And that was all the in-press oversized at the end of Nights of the Cat. Oh no, Rent a Girlfriend just popped back into view. Ignore that. Next up, we've got Fragrant Flower Blooms to Dignity, Volume 9. Covers a bit of a spoiler, which is a very sad spoiler that I hope does not stay for the rest of the series. Anyways, next up, we've got The Dashing Zaddy and His Icy Protege, Volume 3. Also picked up Gachiakuda, Volume 8. I think that's how it's pronounced. I've never gotten corrected on it, but who knows? Maybe if I watch the anime and they say the name somehow, it's going to be Gachiakuda or something like that. Then we've got the Spellbook Library, Volume 3. This is actually ending pretty soon. I don't know how many volumes it's going to be. Into Oversized 7 Seas with The Seminal Smell by Nagabe. Basically just furry musk BL, which is perfect. No notes. Really cute. It doesn't get it gets lewd, but it doesn't show any lewd parts. They do lewd actions. I think that's why it's older teens, 17 plus, it's almost mature. Then we've got Ichi the Killer, Volume 2, along with second to last volume of this work, also by Hideo Yamamoto, of Hikari Man, Volume 5 to 6. I don't know how much my partner's read. He's the one who's picking up all these Yamamoto works. I think he read the first series we got by him, Homunculus, but then hasn't touched Hikari Man or Ichi the Killer yet. Next up were two extremely highly anticipated releases by Kodama. We finally have Baki the Grappler in English in these gorgeous editions with French flaps. No, this isn't French flaps. This is just a cover dust jacket thing. The art's just as fucking crazy early on as it gets later on. Oh, the little... I will have to worry about that later. I don't want to spend too long fussing with that. Yeah, Volume 1 and Volume 2. It's going to be 2 volumes releasing at once. I don't know how long they're going to keep doing that, but I don't know. Maybe they'll do it with the rest of the series, which would be great. Then maybe if it sells well, we'll hopefully get the other Baki series, but I don't know. Next up, we've got Ugablot, Volume 4, in this deluxe oversized hardcover edition, 3 press. That was on its own, aside from the oversized yen presses, just because it's so fucking massive. Next up, we've got some one-offs. We've got Innocent Rouge, Volume 1 by Shinichi Sakamoto, and this is a one-off for Dark Horse. We've got March Comes In Like a Lion, Volume 4, the only one I have from Denpa this month. We got 2 Inklors with Wet Sand, Volume 2. Shout out to the person who told me that the UK version doesn't have the gritty cover, and it's so much nicer reading this without that gritty cover. Even if I have to pay so much more to get it imported from the UK, it is worth it for some good BL. And then we've got Father, I Don't Want This Marriage, Volume 5. Okay, I messed up the sequencing a little bit. I forgot I had some books set aside to read from this month, so there's some stuff out of order. But anyways, one of 2 releases this month for Tokyo Pop is Monster and Ghost Volume 1 by Hime Miko. Found out this also has a hardcover after I got the paperback, but oh well, not a huge difference. We've got one more Tokyo Pop release with Yotsuya Ghost Night Volume... Well, this is a one-off by Choko Shiroi. I'm going to go ahead and get the other things that I have on my backlog for reading out of the way. We've got Lycoris Recoil Volume 4, which is a yen press release. We've got The Hitman Stands Volume 2. We've got another autobiographical work by Nagata Kobe, My Twisted Eating Disorder. Oh, well, the art's... This one's more about the story than the art, but the art style is still nice. Then we've got an anthology for Lycoris that I didn't know existed, because there's 6 anthologies for this right now. Lycoris Recoil Repeat Volume 1. Anyways, back on track. We're going to go with the 2 oversized shoujo beat, which are the Nana 25th Anniversary Edition, Volume 1 in the Standard, and Volume 1 in the Vivian Westwood Edition. The only major differences are pretty much the outsides of the books. I think the insides are identical. And the spines also have different gradients for the color. And this is, like, in my opinion, probably the best anniversary release that Viz has ever done. And I'm glad they kept the Shoujo Beat title on here because people know this is Shoujo, and because it's selling so well, maybe it'll incentivize them to really push for more Shoujo releases through Shoujo Beat, because I know they really haven't been committing to that much. Anyways, off my soapbox. I'm going to get into the Viz Sigs with Insomniacs After School, Volume 11. Actually, I do want to flip through some of the art in Nana real quick because it's really pretty art. She's got a fantastic art style. I love her works. Anyways, I'll be fair to Insomniacs and also flip through that because that one's also really good artwork. Next up, we've got my partner series, Destroy All Humans That Can't Be Regenerated, Volume 5. Then we've got the seminal Climber, or The Climber by Shinichi Sakamoto, Volume 3. Then we've got Boys Abyss, Volume 11. And we've got Moan, a Junji Ito story collection. We're really slowing down on the Junji Ito releases. I think we're getting pretty caught up to his actual catalog in Japan, but I don't know the specifics. We've got another oversized hardcover, this time through Viz, with Vagabond by Takahiko Inoue, Volume 4. Get into the Shonen Jump stuff. I had a release that picked up at a used bookstore, which is Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist, Volume 5. Trying to make sure that the bookstore sticker isn't on there. Then we've got a Shonen Jump novel. The only novel series I will read is One Piece, so it's my one exception. This is Law's Story. We've got the final volume of My Hero Academia 42. This had, I think, 3 alternate covers, but I did not like any of them. It was just basically the entire cover was Bakugo's face, Todoroki's face, or somebody else. Bakugo, Todoroki. I don't know. I don't think it was Deku. It might have been Deku. Maybe it was only 2 alternate versions. Regardless, next up, we've got Mission Yozakura Family, Volume 19. Then we've got Marriage Toxin, Volume 9. Then we have Kagurabachi, Volume 5, the seminal end of the action arc. I'm saying seminal way too much. The classic end of the auction arc, not action arc. Anyways, Jujutsu Kaisen, number 28. And this is wrapping up at, I think, 2 volumes, so I'm excited to finally finish the series. Then we've got Dandadan, Volume 15, still chugging along. I have no idea if or when this is ever going to end, but I'm glad it's keeping going and staying popular. Then we've got Chainsaw Man, Volume 19. We did just see the Chainsaw Man movie in the theaters, and I loved it, and the poached popcorn buckets were sold out basically instantly, so we couldn't get any, sadly enough. Anyways, next we've got Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, Volume 3. Then we've got some shoujo beats, starting with Tamon's B-Side, Volume 9. And a couple older releases with Takane and Hana, Volume 16 and 17 by Yuki Shiwasu. Funnily enough, I get both of these are Yuki Shiwasu, and I get them the same month. We've got Sakura Saku, Volume 8, and this is a release that came out a couple months ago. Just took a while to get to the store I shop at. Then we've got Red River, Volumes 13 through 15, and I believe this marks the halfway point towards the end of Red River, because I think it's 28 volumes. Then we've got Otaku Vampire's Love Bite, Volume 5. We've got 4 older shoujo volumes, I should say, I picked up, which is 4 volumes of Kaori Yuki's Angel Sanctuary, Volume 4, 5, 6, and 7. I don't know anything about this. I think this is like weird incest stuff, but I, for some reason, really, really like Kaori Yuki, even though I don't know if I've actually read any of her works yet. I'm collecting all of them, so let's hope I actually like them. Then we've got a not branded, I don't know if it's Shoujo Shonen, it's just Viz, Rainbows After Storms, Volume 6. We've got a couple older pickups from Viz Kids, which is Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Adventure 8. and Pokemon the movie White Victini and Zekrom. I'm not showing the backs because they have like the shop information or whatever on the back. Then we've got the only Shonen Sunday release, I believe, this month with Yaiba Samurai Legend Volume 2. Getting into some 7 Cs with The Weakest Tamer began on a journey to pick up trash, Volume 7, the manga. And Night of the Living Cat, Volume 6. And then we've got 4 volumes of an older series that I'm finally catching up on now, which, well, not older, but not new, not brand new. Magical Artisan Dahlia Wilts No More, Volumes 4, 5, 6, and 7. I really enjoyed this series from what I watched in the anime, and it made me really want to pick up the series. I just hadn't done it yet. So it's adding to my backlog of things that are slowly getting picked up after being interested in them and never getting them in the first place. Next up, we have It Takes More Than a Pretty Face to Fall in Love, Volume 3. Then we've got I'm in Love with the Villainess, Volume 9. I heard the manga's ending soon, so I'm sad about that, because I really wish it would adapt the whole story, but that's how it goes with light novel adaptations. We have the last 2 volumes of Devilman vs. Hades I needed, Volumes 1 and 3. I haven't actually looked at the art for this. I think I picked it up on a whim because I was interested in Devilman. The art looks good. Next, we've got Crossplay Love Otaku X Punk, Volume 13. We have another older pickup with Box of Light, Volume 2. Then we have BL Gamer Birth, My New Life as the Hero's Younger Brother, Volume 2. Some Kodansha standard sizes with Welcome to Doomland School, Iruma-kun, Volume 16. And another volume of Nishijo, Volume 12. It's funny to see a new manga with the old vertical instead of Kodansha on here, just because they're wanting to continue with how old Nichijou was, because if you're not aware, Nichijou finished, I think, 10 volumes, and then at some point, Arawi decided to start continuing the series and just picked it back up with, I think, Volume 11. So this is brand new. Then we've got another older pickup, Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon Short Stories Volume 1. I thought I was done with Sailor Moon pickups, but I did not know there were short stories. And there's 2 of those volumes, and apparently the second one's a bitch to find, so looking forward to that. Anyways, next up we've got A Condition Called Love, Volume 15, and I know this one's ending very soon. I think it's 18 volumes. And then we get into the standard size yen presses with Shy, Volume 11. Then Pink and Habanero, one of my favorite new shoujo, Volume 4. I hope it's a shoujo and I'm not just miscategorizing it. Then we've got Kindergarten Wars, Volume 2. And another one of my partner's pickups, Goblin Slayer, Volume 16. We have a J-Novel Club release with A Sentence of a Bookworm, I'll Do Anything to Become a Librarian, Part 3, Let's Spread Books Through the Duchy. Duchy? I think it's Duchy. 4. This is the publication for A Sentence of a Bookworm manga is weird. We're getting like 4 parts published, while parts 2 and 3 still haven't finished. They're still being published. It's really odd. Anyways, next we've got a single release from Titan with Atom the Beginning, Volume 12. We've got last 2 ones are older pickups with Over the Rainbow by Keiko Honda. I just picked this up because it looked interesting and the premise sounded like it might be fun to read. Then we finish off Eureka 7 with Volume 5. Not in the best condition, but it is a series completed, so I'm happy about that. But that is everything I picked up this month. I'll talk to you guys later for my reading log. Let me know if there's any feedback, anything y'all want to let me know down below, and I will see you guys later.